Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm Jennifer Tryon, and this is the box opening for the homemade virtual quilting retreat. I'd like to welcome everybody who's tuning in tonight from the exclusive private Facebook page. We've also opened up this sneak peek on my regular Jennifer Tryon Facebook page because I know a lot of people have been still sitting on the fence. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Christine. Wondering should they or shouldn't they be a part of the quilting retreat. So this is the spoiler. Tonight is the night where you get to see exactly what is inside the box, what is coming to you if you want to make a quilt with me before Christmas. Now, there's no pressure to finish before Christmas, but it would be so nice to be curling up with something that will be a family heirloom of yours that you made this year, and we can help you do that. We've got a bit of a cool format coming for you tonight. If you have a question, you can feel free to leave it in the comments. Or if you are feeling brave and outgoing and would like to speak to me directly, we are going to post a link into the comments. And all you need to do, we're going to try this out. We're going to try it out. Just click that link and you can come directly into the feed and talk to me yourself. This is something we're going to try doing as the weeks go on during the virtual quilting retreat, so that if you have something to show me, if you have like a little problem, hi Virginia, if you have something you want to say direct and just typing it isn't enough, please feel free to click that link. I think we've just put it in the comments now. Am I right, Tamara?
Yep.
All right, it's there. Tamara's behind the camera. Karen is behind the camera. We are all so excited to dive into this box with you tonight. Of course, we will put your comments on the screen too if you're feeling a little like shot, but don't worry about it. You don't have to have mascara on. You don't have to be like all ready. If you want to join in the feed, then just go ahead and do so. You'll put your name in and we will see you pop up in the feed. So if anyone is feeling brave, give us a try. Who's going to be our first? I know a lot of you are standing by to dive into this box. So let me know where. I already see, a bunch of people putting, we see Cheryl from Winnipeg. I know Virginia's in from Brampton. Who else have we got on here? Nancy, Tamara, who have we got logged in already?
We got someone from Texas.
All right. Warm weather there, I bet. It's getting cold here.
Mary Quick from Spokane.
All right. I think it's Spokane, no?
Spokane? I
don't
know.
I think. Vernon, BC. We ship
BC.
a lot of boxes to Vernon. It takes a while to get to Vernon.
We've got someone from the UK.
All right. That's great. And we've got a birthday, Patricia Knight. It's her birthday today, so happy birthday, Patricia. You get to open your box on your birthday. That's pretty awesome. I hope this feels like a really great birthday present for you. We've got people in from Kitchener. My sister should be, both of my sisters and my mom should be watching. They've all got boxes. Last year at around this time, my mom and sisters and I were all stuck in quarantine. You guys remember, like last year at this time, we really couldn't go anywhere in many places. We weren't seeing each other. And so we decided to make a Christmas quilt together. And what I did was I sent my mom and my sisters a bunch of fabric. I think I might have even sent a sewing machine to someone. And we each took a row. And every single week on Skype, we would all join a Skype call and I would walk everybody through, okay, what to do next. And then all week long, we would work on this block. And by the end of about 5 weeks, everybody had their row done. And then everyone sent me the row and I sewed it all together. And we had made this family Christmas quilt. Now, have I quilted that quilt like I said I would last year? No. But am I going to? Yes, I promise. All that to say...
I guess one of your sisters is on.
Oh, yay.
She still has the sewing machine.
Oh, good, Amanda. That's good. That's good. But that little interaction between my mom and me and my sisters when we were in quarantine, not able to be in touch, sparked this idea. I thought, well, they're getting it. I'm showing them on camera on Skype. because we've got like a good setup here with all the different cameras. I'm showing them how to make a quilt. Maybe I could show some other people how to make a quilt too. And that's where this idea was born. So I'm so happy that all of you have decided to join in. We still do have some kits left. So if you're watching and wondering, should I do it? Should I not do it? We'll put a link up where you can register, because the first class officially begins on Friday. So class 1 is on Friday. Tonight, after this box opening, we will be posting a couple of prep videos, what you can do with your fabric. And if you are very, very new to quilting, like super beginner, never quilted before, never cut with a rotary cutter and mat, I've got a how to cut with your rotary cutter and mat video that we're going to post in the private group tonight, so that you can get practicing on some scraps before you get to your beautiful fabric that's in your kit. So anybody, no one's brave enough to join me live, hey? What about not even my sisters with the story on the Christmas quilt? Come on, you guys. I'll get Tamara to post that link again. She'll post it periodically so that you can jump into the feed if you want to talk directly to me. That would be very cool. Not just leave me sort of floating here. But I think we should get going on I see someone on pins and needles. I can't wait. All right. I didn't tape mine up because, well, I mean, I do know what's in there, and I would just be opening it just to open it. So go ahead, open up the top of your box, you guys, and let's see what we've got here. I figured you might need a little encouragement. I know there are some people who are just beginning and who are probably feeling a little bit intimidated. Don't worry, you got this, and we got you. That's what this is all about. We're here to help each other out. And we're just going to take it one step at a time. On the back of your card, it says, I hope you love everything I've curated for your homemade virtual quilting retreat in your box. And then it tells you everything that you've got in your box here. And let's get to it. Let's not read about it. Let's get to it. First thing, you know we love these little enamel pins. So we had an exclusive Lottie block pin made just for the event. So this pin here is a replica of the quilt blocks you guys will be making. And yeah, that's pretty cute. I love this. So everybody's getting a pin. And don't forget, right after the box opening tonight is the Quilting Retreat Marketplace. So we've got lots of fabric left over. We've got some notions left over. We've got grab bags available. So you're going to want to be quick on your put in your cart button to get a grab bag. Okay, we've got Carolyn Patterson, who's going to join the stream in just a minute. Karen, you tell me when we've got her loaded up there. Carolyn, make sure you've got your camera on. I think she's got to turn her camera on. I can hear her. Grab bags available. I can hear myself even. So Carolyn, you put on your camera, turn on your camera, and then we'll just wait for you to get going. In the meantime, go ahead, Tamara.
Just wondering if you can maybe just quickly walk them through what they have to do with the link, because Donna's trying to.
Sure. So if you want to participate live with me tonight, click on that link, and then it's going to ask you to put in your name, and you will need to turn on your camera. And there we go. There's Carolyn. She's got her camera on. We're going to unmute her. Let's do it. Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
I'm so excited to be here.
Well, we're so excited you're here too. Where are you calling in from? And then it's going to ask you to put in your name. Yes, you better turn that down because now you're on live. This is like when you're on the radio and there's a little bit of a delay. So where are you calling in from?
California.
California. Well, you've reached me just outside of Toronto, Canada.
Awesome.
So did you already open your box or are you opening it right now?
It only got here 10 minutes ago.
Ah! No way.
Yeah.
10 minutes ago?
Yeah, I just got home from an all-day quilting event on my Mondays, and the box came.
Oh my gosh, that's such good timing. Wow. So you diving in?
Well, no, I'm waiting for you.
Oh, well, let's go.
Okay,
Let's do it.
I'm going in.
Get your X-Acto knife and get opening it up. Yes, they're good. You're all caught up. We've just shown everybody the enamel pin. And so Carol, it wasn't too hard to log into the stream, right? You just clicked
No.
on, turned
Nope.
on your tell people what you had to do.
I copied the link
Uh-huh.
into Safari on my phone.
Oh, because you were on your phone.
Yeah.
Wow, what a tech gremlin you are. Impressive.
Yeah. I'm married to an IT guy. What can I say?
Oh, good. He must have rubbed off on you.
Yes. I can't believe I'm on here with you. I just love you.
Oh, I just love you too. Thank you so much. That's so nice. Okay, let's go. Let's take apart the tissue.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
the first thing you'll see, hopefully, is your pattern. We've made the patterns into a booklet. A couple people are asking for the link again there, Tamara. Let's put it up. So you've got the pattern here. And inside the pattern, I just want to point out, because so people don't lose it, inside the pattern, you've got some stuff. I've gone ahead and made up a little quilting basics glossary. So if you're very new and you're not sure what, sometimes when you're starting something like this, there's all these terms that get kind of thrown around, like, WOF, width of fabric, or HSTs. That's not a tax if you're Canadian, by the way. That stands for half square triangle.
Oh my
and so
God.
we just put together this sort of glossary for anyone that's new.
Come here, Hazel. Come here.
And then the other thing we've got here, I don't know if I've got a full one right in front of me.
Come on in.
You've got your quilting templates. And can you just grab a full set there, Tamara?
I gotta put it in.
Nope. So the quilting templates here, what these are going to allow us to do is stay organized as we are putting these blocks together. So once we get to class 1, we will go through, when and how to cut these out. But basically, you're cutting like these strips, which is very cool. If you ask me, because I'm terrible at staying organized. And I tend to, if I go back to leave something for a few days and I come back to it, I have no idea where I'm at. And so this is going to help us stay organized. So you can just keep this in your pattern for right now. So this pattern, no matter which one you're making, whether it's the solids, whether it's the holiday version, or whether you're doing the classic version, it's all in here. And we're going to go through it bit by bit. Remember, during the class, we are making the holiday version of the quilt. Now, the scrappy solids version is made in the exact same way. And for the most part, the classic is made in the same way also. But it comes together a little bit easier because all of the blocks are the same. And there's just a couple little differences in how big a couple of the pieces need to be cut. But no matter which one you're doing, you'll be able to do that and follow along here. Okay, so that's the pattern. Let's say hello to Carrie, who's joining us live in the feed also. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, where are you joining us from?
I'm also from California.
Wow, why can't I be in California too? What city are you in?
I live in San Dimas. It's a little bit outside of Los Angeles.
Oh, amazing. So have you already opened your box?
I'm doing it right now with you.
All right. Do you have any questions that you want to get to before we dive in a little further?
No, I'm just really excited. I'm a quarantine quilter, so I'm still somewhat new, and I'm always looking to learn, and I'm having so much fun.
Oh, I'm so glad. You know what? We're all quarantine quilters. I mean, you have to be these days. We're all stuck inside half the time. We're only slowly getting back out into the world. Okay, so we've got our pattern and our quilting templates. Let's set that aside for a minute. Kari, you saw your pin, I'm assuming. I hope you love it.
Yep.
I think probably the first thing we want to go to is let's just look at this first so it doesn't get spilled.
Oh,
This is a little hot chocolate ice cream cone. In previous events we've done popcorn, but we thought it's quilting, it's getting cool. We couldn't resist sharing a little extra warmth with you. So share this with somebody that you love and get cozy. Save it for a month or two if it's not super cold yet where you are. Yeah. All right. Next thing, let's pull out your kit. Woo-hoo.
oh
So
my
yours
God.
might look. Carrie, you've got the scrappy version,
wow.
right?
Yeah, I'm doing the scrappy version.
Carolyn, which one do you have?
I have two.
Oh my goodness.
I
Which
have the Christmas, and I have this one,
Oh, the classic.
the classic.
That's great. That's so great. Tamara, what's the question you've got?
There was a question asking if they forgot which one they bought, how do they know which pattern they have?
Okay, so I'm going to show you the different kits. I'll set aside my box for a minute, and I'll show you the different. Oh, there they are. So if you have got, I know some people forget what they bought, and some people bought lots, and some people bought one. So let's start with the holiday. This one's the holiday here. Now, it might be in a different order, but you'll have one of these sort of Christmas backings. So there's this more red backing. There's like a blue backing that looks like this. And then there's one that has all of the little houses. This is the fabric we've set aside for Zoe. I know she needed it. This is it. The one with the little houses. This is called Christmas Tide Town. So there was 3 different holiday backings, and all of your holiday fabrics are in here. And you're getting quarter yard cuts of all of the prints, just about. And then you've got lots of backing fabric. Now, you've also got your sort of light cream colored background fabric. So this is what the white is going to be on the quilt. So that's the holiday. Next up, we've got the classic. Carrie, that's the one you've got, or no, Carolyn, you have the classic. So this is the one that has these sort of lemons in the orange on the back. This is the back, the backing of the quilt. It's also going to be, I think, is it the accent or maybe it's one of, not the accent. I think it actually might be one of the prints. It's in there too. And then you've got these great, like the beach balls and the pink and I love these fabrics. And then,
It's
of course,
beautiful.
You've got that teal.
Yeah, it's a piecing piece.
It's gorgeous.
This is the kit that Jennifer Jones, the pattern designer from Penelope Handmade, she had on the front of her original pattern. We've got an exclusive holiday pattern here. So her pattern, even though this is her pattern, we've done it a little bit different than what she's got it and put it all in the book. We've also given you a coloring page on the back in case you wanted to test out what the Lottie quilt would look like in maybe some of the fabrics you have at home. If you wanted to make a second one, you could color them in and kind of get an idea of what that would look like. And then next up, Carrie, you have the scrappy version, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Which backing did you get? Same as me?
Looks like.
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, this is the Abundant Meadow fabrics. Honestly, the backings for these ones are so gorgeous. Oh, look at the pup. So cute. And then you've got all of those great solids. And then the Kings Road Lemon. That's the binding for the scrappy version of the quilt. So, yeah. Tamara.
There was a question about are the backings made of flannel?
The backings are not made of flannel. We tried to get flannel. We tried and tried, and we just couldn't get them. I mean, everybody's hearing about the global supply chain shortage, and we really did try to get flannel, and we tried even small quantities of flannel. There was just break them up amongst all of the kits, but we just couldn't get it. So you are not going to be sorry with the art gallery fabrics. I mean, you can start taking them out of your bags if you want, and you will feel the difference between these fabrics and the fabrics that you've got in your stash. I promise you, because these are a higher thread count. You've all heard of thread count when it comes to like buying sheets. You will notice if you go to your stash, the difference between how this fabric feels and some of the fabric that you currently own. And I know you'll be happy with the backing. It's going to get even softer once you wash it up. It really has a beautiful drape. So I do wish we could have had flannel. It does sort of scream holiday in this time of year. But I know you'll love the fabric that you've got. And if you have flannel on your own and you'd rather sub it out, hey, it's your quilt. You can do whatever you like to it. If you've got flannel you want to use or you want to shop for some, what I will say when it comes to flannel is make sure you buy more than enough, because flannel really shrinks up. And especially if you're buying inexpensive flannel, I really have found that the colors run. Like if you're buying it from Joanne or from like Fabricland in Canada, it really does run. So just be careful there. Should we go back to the box? Carol Ann, did you already dive in a little bit further? Not yet. Okay.
No.
Okay, I'll do it. Well, the next biggest thing is your batting. So we may as well go to that. Everybody is getting a queen size batting. So whether you've done the bed size or the throw, you've got enough batting. I am going to show you how to, if you are doing the bed size version, like if you upsize your kit to bed size, I am going to show you how to stitch your batting together. Now, this is a useful skill to have as a quilter, because sometimes when your projects are left over, you've got like, you know, a few feet, like 4 feet by the width of the batting left, and it's perfectly good. And there is a way to stitch your batting together so that you can use up your scraps, and it goes on the inside of your quilt. No one will ever know that you've used up your scraps. So for the bed size, I am going to give you a special lesson on butting your batting together, and that's going to be great for everybody going forward. Tamara.
I have a question about the upsize. If they bought the upsize, like the bed size, how do they know they got it all?
So you got larger cuts. So instead of having, what was the yardage on the backing and it's a larger cut. You wouldn't have gotten 2 of anything. What we did was we did specific kits for the larger size. So instead of, actually, I should just look at my pattern, which is right where here. So your bag will be slightly, well, not slightly, quite a bit thicker and heavier. But for your background fabric, you will have gotten 5.5 yards instead of 3.5 yards. So you'll immediately know it's quite a bit larger. And so all of those cuts are different for the bed size, but they are in one package still. It's not a second upsized, it's just a bigger package. So that's how you'll know you've just got more of the fabric. But you can just test it by trying the background fabric. Any other questions before we keep going? Okay, go ahead.
Do the colors run with art gallery? I prefer the wrinkled look and would prefer not to pre-wash.
Okay, that's fine. So I washed all of my art gallery fabrics, a bunch of them, and nothing ran at all. There was no bleeding. I at first was like, okay, I'm not going to put anything in with my cream or my white. And then when I did my like second and third one, I was literally putting them all in the wash, like, here, just hurry up. And I had no problems at all, no issues with the bleeding. But I haven't washed a full quilt yet. But nothing bled on it with the big pieces in. So I think you're probably fine. Jennifer Jones, the pattern designer, also did not pre-wash her art gallery fabrics, and she said she had no problem either. I will say though, I did wash and dry my fabrics, and right after this live, once the box opening starts, I am going to post a video on how to wash your fabrics and how to prep your fabrics. So you'll be able to watch that and know exactly that you're doing the right thing. But if you're not, and because I had washed it, there was some shrinkage, which meant in the cutting video, that's our first class that's coming up on Friday. So I just want to warn you to not cut ahead, because you will be, if you wash your fabric, maybe an inch or two short on your white. Now, only if you cut it in the exact order that's in the pattern. You've got more than enough fabric, but if you cut it in that order, you will run out because you'll inadvertently cut it, like you'll slice it up too small, and then you'll have enough fabric, but it'll all be left over. So please wait to cut your fabric until Friday when you watch the video, and I'll take you through the right steps so that you for sure have enough, because it's a little finicky that way because of some shrinkage. Sorry, that maybe was confusing.
So will the fabrics fray if we pre-wash them?
They do fray for sure. For sure they do fray. It wasn't too bad. Like I trimmed it a bit, but you'll see in the video exactly how much. So that video is going to be posted at 8:15 Eastern time tonight. You'll be able to see the fabric come out of the wash. You'll be able to see me put it on the ironing board. You'll be able to see the amount of fraying, whether there was any bleeding. So all that's coming up at 8:15 tonight. Okay, let's go back to the box. If anyone else wants to join the feed, we love having Carol Ann here. And is it Carrie or Kari?
Carrie.
Carrie. Okay. We're loving having you guys here. This is so much more fun than me just like floating and talking to, Karen and Tamara, who are busy working behind the scenes, just me blathering on. So I like you guys being here. Okay, what else do you see? Carol Ann, what do you see next in there you want to pull out?
A very large spray.
Aha, yes.
I don't own it.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Oh, well, now you do.
Somebody had it at class today.
Yes, this is spray adhesive. And what we're going to do is we are going to spray baste our quilt sandwich. So once we get our top done, our whole quilt top and our backing sewn together, we're going to like lay it down on the floor. We're going to put the quilt sandwich together, and we are going to use this as a bit of a glue to sandwich those layers together. A lot of people pin based, which is totally fine, but it takes a long time to pin based. So
it's a lot.
Yes, it's a lot. If you've done it, you know the sweat and the cursing and the poking and the breaking of the needles when you run over your pin. So we're going to spray base. Yes, and the holes, you're absolutely right. Now, some people will say, well, if you use a spray based, maybe you're going to gum up your needle. And sometimes that is true, but you kind of switch one devil for the other devil. You know what I mean? It's not too bad. I find it's not too bad. So we're going to go for it. We'll have some tips on how to clean your needle if it gets gummed up along the way, but that's what this is for. So you can set this aside for a few weeks because we won't need it until closer to the end. Carrie, what have you got next in your box?
So I've got this flatter.
So we put this in a bag just in case the top decided to jump off, just to stay protected. So everybody is getting a fresh bottle of the yuzu scent. And what this is, if you've never used it before, is it's like a fabric starch, but it's not starch. It's some sort of miracle spray, I gotta say. And it really does make everything flatter. Now, I'll tell you, in the wash and prep video, I have some advice about flatter, when to use it and when not to use it. So watch that video that's coming up at 8:15, and we will have some extra bottles of flatter available in the marketplace sale that's coming up at the top of the hour. If anyone's new to the whole virtual retreat experience, we try to bring you guys deals on stuff that you're going to need along the way. And it's not a public sale. It's just for you guys. So it's often below retail, which usually the manufacturers don't allow for. But because it's not a public sale, we can totally get away with it. And we just pass on the savings to you guys as a perk. And so we will have bottles of flatter available there. So this is to flatten your seams. And when your big quilt is ready for its final press, this will be what you use. And there's a little info packet if you're not familiar with it in your bag there. The marketplace is going to be on the registration website. Maybe Katie, if you're on, you can post the link to the marketplace. It's basically where you registered for. It's where you registered for this event, and it'll be. Maybe I can just go to it and show you. So you guys will recognize this page from signing up for the retreat, but you'll click on Marketplace, and you can see there's nothing here right now because we're not letting anyone get ahead of anyone else, because I know the stuff in here goes very fast, you guys. I'm just letting you know ahead of time that it will all go live right at 8 o'clock. And one of the most coveted things that we have found in these virtual events that we've been doing is the grab bag. So I'll just explain while we're at it a little bit about the grab bag. We've ordered a ton of fabric to put these kits together, and inevitably there's the end of the bolt, or I messed up and there's a little off cut, or there's just extra yardage that doesn't fit. So we throw it in the grab bag bin. And at the beginning of the cutting, we're like, is there going to be enough for grab bags? And then by the end, we're like, wow, look at how much we messed up. There really is a lot of offcuts there. And so we assemble as many grab bags as we possibly can. And we pull in a bunch of extra like thread and notions and some odds and ends, stuff that you will use if you are crafty and quilty and sewy and, makery. And anyway, so it's just a flat rate. You get what you get. You don't get upset, as we would say to the kids. No one ever gets upset, only if they miss them. Then people email us very upset. So you do need to move fast if you want a grab bag. So yeah. Someone's asking what time the class will be on Friday. All of the classes are at this time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. So the schedule will come out a little later tonight. I was just finalizing it before Tamara yelled, 12 minutes before we're on, come in here, because I was working on the schedule. Yeah. Someone said they received soak, not flatter. Is that possible? Look at your bottle again. Soak is the name of the company. Flatter is the name of this product.
How much are the grab bags?
They're $60 Canadian. So that's about $43 US, I guess. $60 Canadian. And there's about a minimum of 4 yards of fabric, plus a whole bunch of other stuff in there. There's some stabilizer, some fleece, some thread, like a whole bunch of like that kind of thing. All right, let's yes, flat rate shipping.
Okay, and will we combine shipping if they have more than one purchase?
And if you are going to do more than one order, for example, we will only charge you shipping once. Even if you get charged tonight 2, 3, 4 shipping charges, don't worry. Once the dust settles, we'll make sure you get only charged for one shipping, even if we have to refund you a bunch of other shipping charges. Not to worry. Okay, let's go to Carrie. Or anyone else that wants to join the feed, feel free to click the link. It's somewhere down in the chat. What have you pulled out now, Carrie?
So I pulled this out, but I think
yes, it's supposed to look like this. Do you have a little jar at the bottom?
Yes.
Oh, good. Oh, thank goodness.
It's so cute.
Are these pins the cutest or what?
So cute.
So cute.
So cute and so sharp. These are Little House pins. And if you've never heard of Little House pins, they are made in Japan. We imported them from Japan just for this event. You literally can only get them there. Or at like very fine quilt shops, and they are very sharp little pins, and so they are perfect for piecing. I hope it gives everybody like
cute.
Oh, whose is empty?
Yeah.
What's empty? Patricia's
pin. Her little.
Look in the bottom
jar.
just look in the bottom of your box to make sure that the staple didn't come out or something like that. If anyone has any issues with any products, you can email us. Don't leave it in the feed because there's just too many. It just goes by the wayside. You can email us at info@homemade.ca. Yeah,
I've posted it in
yeah,
the link
info
in the chat.
right here. info@homemade.ca. Don't leave any like I didn't get it or I'm missing something in the feed because we'll likely miss it then because the comments go by so fast. You've also got your thread. We've given you a jumbo spool of Gooderman thread, and you'll notice that it's not quite stark white. This is perfect for blending in. Anything too white really shows. So we've given you this ivory color, off-white. It's going to be perfect for piecing, perfect for quilting on whichever quilt you've got. And we've also got the cutest little rainbow snips. So these are going to be great because we are going to do a ton of chain piecing, and it's great to have a tiny little pair of snips. Many of you will already have little snips, but honestly, you can never have enough. Put them in. Yes, yay, Carrie. Put them in your collection. Yes, I think that's it. Is that everything? I think that's everything. That's the quilt kit. Any other questions, Tamara?
There was a question at the beginning about the hot chocolate and if there were any instructions, how much water,
I got no
milk.
instructions. I got nothing. I could probably find you some, but we ordered this from a local shop, and here's what I think you do. Boil like, a cup and a half, 2 cups of milk, and put the hot chocolate and the chocolate chips in, and then put the marshmallows at the end. I say wing it.
Save a couple chocolate chips for the top.
Save a couple chocolate chips for the good idea tomorrow. Okay, Carrie, either of you have any questions that I can clear up before we get to the marketplace tonight?
Nope. My
No.
second, it's great. Can't wait.
So excited. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
What do you
This
think
is
of your
so fun.
kits? Are you happy with the one that you got? Or are you kind of
Love the
starting
colors.
to eye?
Love everything.
Love it.
Good.
I'm not washing mine.
Oh no. Okay. No problem. I know that
I
kind
have-
of crinkly look. If anyone's wondering, well, wash, not wash, if you wash your fabric, it will shrink right away. And then when you go to subsequently wash your assembled quilt, you'll have less shrinkage, basically, like minute shrinkage, because it's already all shrunk up. If you don't wash your fabric, the shrinking will still happen, but it'll happen after your quilt is assembled. And then sometimes you get a more crinkly, kind of vintagey looking quilt, which is very cool also. So it depends on if you like a more, yes, exactly. Thank you. That's a non-washed one to start?
Non-washed to start.
Yeah. And so it'll have a little more of a vintage, like old-fashioned quilt look. And if you pre-wash, it will, honestly, they all still kind of get that look in the end. But that one will right away do a lot more shrinking up.
There was some comments earlier about serging the ends or straight stitching the ends. Like, should they be doing that before they wash it?
If you are very, very bent on not wasting a millimeter of fabric, but you are okay with wasting thread, then you can serge your ends. But honestly, there is more than enough printed fabric, like your colors, any of the prints. You do have quite a bit left over. In fact, I'm gathering that you'll be able to make a pillow or two with the amount of leftover fabric that you're going to have. So really, you don't need to worry about it shrinking up too much and not having enough. We've given you more than enough. So it's totally your choice if you want to serge your edges, but I wouldn't go to all that work. We've got a lot of work ahead of us, especially if we're going to finish this before Christmas. The first class, I will tell you, has nothing to do with sewing. You will not even use your sewing machine in the first class. So if you have to get it repaired or you want a new one or something like that, now's the time because you don't need it until like week 2. So that's just a little heads up. There's a lot of sorting and organizing that happens in the first class, and it may it may turn you off quilting altogether. It's labor intensive. I'm going to tell you. I am going to try to put in the schedule how many hours I think each little stage will take, so that if you're looking at it like, oh, can I sit and do this now or shouldn't I? Well, it's about an hour a block, or yeah, I'll work on some of it now. Just so that it gives you sort of a ballpark on how long everything's going to take. But we do have a big job ahead. Sometimes people take a full year or more to work on quilts. And if that's what you want to do, hey, you've got access to all of this for an entire year. You can take your time. But if you do want to do it on schedule, then hopefully those little bits of time help you out. Carol Ann and Carrie, thank you so much for being brave and joining me tonight.
Nice to be here.
Oh, it's nice to have you guys. It's so nice to have
I'm
you.
originally.
Hi to all the international quilters.
Yes.
So excited to be a part of this group.
Very excited. I love that there's so many people from all over, everywhere, participating in this together. Be sure in the Facebook group to be uploading your photos. We want to see your stuff coming out of the wash. We want to see the jumble frayed mess that it is, and then how beautiful it is once you iron it out. And as you go, post your questions, post your photos. We're all here to help. I'm here to help. But also, you know, the way these things tend to work is we learn from each other too.
Definitely.
If you're suddenly having quilt kit envy, and you're thinking, oh, I got the holiday, but maybe I've got, you know, the scrappy in me too, or maybe I would like to take a stab at the classic. We will put the extra kits. We've got a few extra kits up in the marketplace. Oh, there goes my scissors. And we've also got yardage of some of these fabrics in the marketplace. And again, they're all the art gallery fabrics. They're gorgeous. So even if you are opening, I would recommend right now opening up your kit, taking a feel of the fabric, seeing which ones you love or may want more of, because we do have limited quantities, but we have enough right now to fill some orders. So if you'd like a little extra yardage, you can do that in the marketplace. So it's going to go live at 8 p.m. We will post a link in the group, but we also, I'll just take you through it now too. So you are familiar with the registration site. You can see the Marketplace Quilting Retreat. When you click on it, all here is going to soon be filled with all kinds of little bonus goodies that you guys can shop for if you're wanting to get yourself outfitted. All those extra fabrics will be there, so be sure to go through your kit and see which ones you love. And of course, the grab bags will be there. We will do our best to get them shipped out as soon as possible. And what else can I say? If you want a grab bag, move quickly.
Someone was asking if the kits will have the batting as well.
Yes, it all comes with the it all comes with the batting and thread. The extra bonus things aren't in that, they come with the actual class, but if you want an extra kit, you will get the batting and you will get the thread. So
someone was asking to see the different backings. Yeah.
So this one is the backing these are the two backings for the scrappy. I can't even tell which one I love more. I think in general, in the entire event, this is my absolute favorite fabric. And I was thinking of doing this fabric by itself with the binding fabric, like as the backing, and then this as the front, and then just quilting just this around the circles. Maybe that could be a bonus project to do. If anyone gets yardage of this and the King's Road Lemon, and you want to do that bonus project with me, that would be pretty cool. These are the backings for the holiday. So this is like super cozy, warm, traditional Christmas winter looking. And then you've got the little houses in the Christmas Tide Town fabric. So yeah, just start putting it in your cart. It will not just stay in your cart. I will say it's first come, first serve. So if you've got a few things in your cart and you're worried, check out and maybe go back again, especially if you want a grab bag, because a lot of people don't wait. Is what I will tell you. I can also tell you, if in case you're doing comparison shopping, I and Tamara went on Amazon and local quilt shops and Walmart and Michael's, and we said, how much are they selling it for? We need to make sure that we're selling it for less than where you could get it anywhere else, because the manufacturers are giving us a discount for you guys. So we're not selling it at retail cost. It's always below. So don't waste time like going to Amazon. I swear. And remember, it's in Canadian dollars. So if you're clicking on it and going, well, how much? Remember, the US will get about 25%, maybe even 30% lower. Yeah, that's just the dollar. That's just the way it goes. Tamara, last questions. Yeah.
Okay, two questions. So one, what's the flat rate shipping?
It depends where you live, but it's either $10 or $15, I believe, or $15 or $19. Some of the places that are far, far north in Canada, it's sometimes like close to $50 to send like the smallest package to you from here. So we will eat a bunch of the shipping, but I think it's between it's about $15. Yeah, depends on where you live.
And someone's asking if we can show her the accent pieces, because she's not sure she received it, but I'm not sure which. So
do we have that? Maybe we'll post that paper, Karen. Do we have that as a graphic? We have, yeah. Is it for the classic that she's wondering?
I'm not sure which one.
So we have, and we've got all these sort of marked up here because we've been like cutting from them. But let's see. No, not that one. Keep going. Nope. They look like this if you look on the overhead. I'll just show you guys here. So we'll post these in the group, and then you'll know, because each one of them, or actually Sarah, if you're watching, or Katie, if you're watching, maybe you could post these in the group for everyone, because mine are all marked up. Patricia, I sound grumpy. Who put a mad face up? Was that you, Patricia? Happy birthday, by the way. We will post these in the group, and it says tile blue background, shining bright rose piecing, peach lemonade piecing and backing, beach happy sand piecing accent binding. So then you know exactly which one is for which. And that'll help if you're going through your kit and wondering what is for what. So we will post those. Sarah, thank you, Sarah. She said, I'll do it. Thank you.
How much yardage is needed for a backing?
I know, a lot. So inside your pattern, you will see, so this is for the classic Lottie here. The backing is 4.75 yards. And that allows for enough with shrinkage. So you will have enough after it shrinks, even with 4.75. For the upsized, it's 9. 9 yards you got if you upsized your backing, because you're going to sew 3 strips together for that big bed-sized quilt. That it took Tamara and I from the end of the hall, and we would fold it and we'd meet in the middle, and then we'd walk back, and then we'd meet in the middle again. So anyone who got an upsized, that's how we folded yours. But in your pattern, it shows you the in the classic and in the scrappy. So if you look on page 3, and if you look on page 4, it shows you the cutting charts and the cutting requirements for each. How come? Oh, sorry. For the scrappy version, which is the holiday and the solids, the fabric requirements are on page 6. And it shows you for the background, you need 3.25, and all of that. So, and there's even a fat quarter measurement too, but we are only dealing in quarter yards for this. So if anyone's wanting to change out their backing or buy additional fabric, that's how much you would need. We've also got the extra kits on there. We do have a few full bolts of the snow and the white, so the background fabrics, because maybe we can show one. What's wrong?
The snow we only have in rolls.
No. Okay. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Anyway, we have the snow, or what's the other one called? Snow? It's on here. Cloud. Yeah, cloud. We've got a few bolts of cloud, and they are 10-yard cuts. And we've got a few of them. So if anyone is looking at their holiday and going like, that's such a good low volume background print, I'll take a whole bolt. We can send you, we have a couple, so don't wait on that. And I don't think we listed, you'd have to message us. We have a couple bolts of this one too. Is it 10-yard bolts? Yeah, 10-yard bolts. I can list that in the marketplace, but maybe you're best to just message me if you want a whole bolt of something, and I can tell you if we have it. Because there's not that much. We have the odd full bolts, so. But this one will be the one that I do the special project in, where I'm going to use this entire fabric as my front, and then the Kings Road lemon as my entire back. So anyway, I could literally talk about this all night. And poor Carol Ann still stayed on the stream. Bless you. You are a trooper.
They're living in California.
You are a trooper. Okay, some people are asking, how do they get to the marketplace? I'm going to say goodnight so I can post the link in the group for the marketplace. Remember, everything's going to go live at 8 p.m. Eastern. And happy shopping and happy quilting. We will see you Friday for our first class, and then Monday for our very first live Q&A. Again, we will allow you to jump into the stream and ask questions live if you like. It's always nice to interact. And then that way, if you need to show me something, I can really try to zero in on what's going on with you and give you a hand. For everybody here behind the scenes, thank you so much for joining us and making this quilt with us. We hope you have a fabulous time. Night, night.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.